I love materials. Materials can do so many fascinating things. In fact, materials are so fascinating that there is an entire science dedicated to the study of materials. It's called, strangely enough, material science. Sorry, I will be making bad jokes here and there. Anyway, look at the scene presented before you. The objects that you see are made from materials that you are probably familiar with. Some materials are man-made and some are natural. If I was to ask you to study this photo and group each item with another similar item based on the type of material that it was made of, how many different groups of materials would there be? Take a minute and give it a guess. Would it surprise you that most of these objects can be grouped into only 3 groups? That's right. In very basic terms, there are only 3 groups or classes of materials. Take a look at the scene again. If you could only divide these objects into 3 groups based on the material, what would the groups be called? Let's start with an easy one. Can you see any metal objects? Some of the metal objects include the computer casing and the wires and connections within the computer, the metal cup, and the metal clip on the clipboard. Can you think of another name for another group? Maybe you were thinking of plastics. Yes, that would be correct. In material science, we call plastics polymers. Can you see any polymer objects? Some of the polymer objects include the plastic triangle, the headphone earpiece, and the paper. That might seem strange to include paper, but this will be explained in the next video. Okay, so what is the third group called? The third group is called ceramics. Can you see any objects that are ceramic? Some of the ceramic objects include the ceramic teacup, the glass of the cup, and the screen of the tablet. Believe it or not, most of the objects on this desk, including the desk, can be grouped into one of these 3 material classes.